Okay, we are 2/3 of the way through the game. The extra star puzzles are getting really tricky. I think we're on one of the star puzzles right now. We're in South 2. I think this is world number 8 out of 12. We've done all the main puzzles, all the lost puzzles, the lost lab, and we have one star puzzle left, which is the star puzzle that we have left? This is... Oh, right. So we have star puzzles on World 7 that were not solved either. 0 out of 2 star puzzles on World 7. We can go back to that at some point. Zerfidius with the 58 months. Thank you. Hey, Gulo, thank you. Yeah. Surveys would be a perfect thing to do while, like, chilling. So we've got to get this green laser to this Pandora statue, which is facing this way this time. There's an inverter up there, if I remember correctly. Oh, I think after we load, the inverter's not set up anymore. We might have to, like, do all this stuff again. Yeah, this is not a blue laser either. Okay, so... Where was it? It was there. Is that right? Yeah. We use the grav shifter to outside the level, from inside the level to target this plate that's outside the level to allow us to go up this gravity beam, defy gravity, get through there, get this inverter, and invert that and send it to... I mean, we shouldn't be sending it there. We should not be sending it there. Because if we send it there, it's gonna give it red or blue. We need to give it green, so we need to send it to an RGB converter somewhere. The RGB converter, it's... There's that beam. We gotta set this up again. This was kind of challenging last time. I wish that it wouldn't reset these when you loaded. That you, like, the save would actually save the detailed things that you did. I'm looking for that sound effect. Damn it, where's this thing? Okay, there's the plate right there. There's the plate right there. I'm gonna back up into here. Why is this tree put right there? It's so inconvenient. This fucking tree. It's like right there somewhere. Right there somewhere. Did we get it? I thought I heard it for a sec. There we go. Woo! All right. Now we've got the grav beam here. But last time we came up here and we couldn't find anything. I'm expecting to see an RGB converter here, but I didn't find anything. Maybe? Alright, let me go check again. Maybe this isn't the place where we actually get the RGB converter. Maybe this is just the place where we're supposed to put the RGB converter after we find it. But maybe we're actually supposed to smuggle an RGB converter out or find it elsewhere in the main world. Somewhere. Because it's not over here. Right? Like... What's this way? We haven't really explored this way. no like stuff hidden up there, right? Almost looks like there's something behind these trees. Oh, oh, oh! Inspect remains? Oh, this is lore, I think. A vehicle known as a van, an ancient vehicle capable of transporting multiple individuals or additional equipment, commonly used by workmen. RGB converter. If I were an RGB converter in the wild, where would I be? Oh, maybe here. This looks like something that we could maybe climb up. Anything here? Oh, wow. There's all of these too that lets you go scale up the wall. Okay. These look almost climbable. Let me see if we can go up this way. Yes. Damn. Like maybe there will be something up there, but I don't think we can get up. Nope. This way? Damn. There's like a sound effect. Oh. There was that's a palm reader that we've been to. Is that something? I don't think we can get up this way either. Okay, let's check out what's up here. This is like supposed to be, I suppose, the most obvious thing, right? Okay. There we go. Jump. No, wait, what? Jump. Point. Jump. Woohoo. Oh my god, we're upside down. This is so trippy. Wait, where is this? Where are we going? What? Where are we going from here? Maybe we're supposed to drop onto that? No! Ow! I think we're supposed to go up there. Like... Okay, let's try this again. I think we're supposed to go onto just like the rock over there. Can I jump this way? No. Like, I want to jump. Oh my god. I want to. What is happening? Okay, what happens if I just walk off the edge here? Jump off. Nope. What if I walk off the edge this way? Definitely should be able to get up there. I fell from the chair when you were trying to understand if you were looking up or down. Oh no, Erdem. Really? That's hilarious. I'm sorry. You're like trying to twist your head like this and then you fell off the chair. Alright, so yeah, let's try to walk off this way. Oh my god, okay, we made it. We're safe. Perfect. Please. RGB converter up here. Oh, it's a Prometheus flame. I mean, that's cool and all, but I really wanted something else. Prometheus flame is used to skip puzzles. If we find a puzzle that we're stuck on and we don't want to, we want to like be able to proceed without completing it, we can use a Prometheus spark. But not what I actually wanted. From here, we do have like a nice vantage point. If we did smuggle something out, like a tool or a converter or a converter or a connector, we could bring it up here. This like can see a lot of stuff here. Look at this. Look at the scenery. Fall down just yet, in case there's like there's a place where it might be more optimal to fall. Ooh. So we're getting even more ground now. There might be a more optimal place to fall where we could land on something that we normally couldn't access. I don't think we can make this jump though. Oh, actually. Where is this RGB converter? They actually should let you be able to see it from here. It would be really cool if they let you see it from here and then you know where to go. Pandora's statue is there. The inverter is there. There's that lost puzzle. Like, if I had to guess, the RGB converter should be somewhere near that second anti-gravity surface. It should be near there. But I've somehow missed it. Get up. Get up. Get up. Okay, I mean, we've checked up there so many times. Maybe it's somewhere else in this area? Maybe this way? This is kind of promising. It looks like it wants you to be able to climb up this way. Oh, what is this? It's a fan. Oh, snap. Oh, there it is. Oh my god, we found it. Okay, thank god. I was gonna go, I was about to lose my mind. Okay. Booyah. We got it. It's hard to find though. I wonder what's this way. Okay, so, but is that, okay, I guess what we can do with this RGB converter is we can take the blue input from here, we need to be able to see that connector, and we need to be able to see that inverter, and this at the same time. Can I just do it like this? Why do I even need to go up there? Wait. I'm mad. What was the whole point of this thing? I feel like you're supposed to, I feel like the devs want you to take the RGB converter and put it up there. But I can actually see line of sight to everything just from the ground. Now all we need to do is connect a red or a blue to that connector, and it should work, which we did previously already. It just didn't save. And the way we did it was we got a connector out from this to that blue laser and then connect it to that. So hold on, let's do this. We're gonna come here, I'm gonna put it there, fly up, ride this over, fall down, put this on that, climb the ladder, have this stick up to the ceiling, and then fly me back here. And then, where did you go, connector? Take connector, and where is the where is the, oh my god, I'm so disoriented. Where's the freaking laser source? Is that the laser source? Why can't I connect that? Okay, pick up the connector, connect the laser source, connect that. Well, that's not what I wanted. No, that's not what I wanted. Connect that, and there is a connector, like, I think here. There it is. My head. Yay, we got it. You hear the little sound effect. And so we didn't actually have to use the second anti-gravity thing. So I think the reason why we didn't have to use it was, so we were feeding the blue laser from that level to this connector up here, which then that connector sends it to the inverter, and it also sends it to the RGB converter. It sends blue to the RGB converter, and then it sends blue to the inverter, which then sends red to the RGB converter, and then having red and blue inputs, the RGB converter converts it to the third color, which is green. Nice.
If humankind had no more cause for war, it would make war for sport instead.
Alright, now we can go to the tower. This bridge is blocking my way. Can I, like, jump over this? I want to go to the tower. Get up there. Oh, the bridge Tetramino thing is that where we need to go. We need to go to that. Is there a path this way? It might be this way. Yes, up these stairs. There we go. Very nice. should work. No? Huh. This one is very tricky. Obviously not that. I thought this would work, but it doesn't. So maybe this piece is wrong? The first piece is wrong? It's not the box? There's only so many valid pieces that you can... Like, could it be going this way? That just seems so ridiculous. Right? No way. If we do this, nothing will fit here, because it's going right into the rock. So that's not right. This way? Oh, maybe? Wait, what? It's not connected. It's not, oh, it's not letting me, I can't even jump off of this thing. Okay, so it's not right. Let's try the box first. Hey, there we go. Alright, let's go up. See if we can get some more answers from these Greek gods and goddesses. Oh my god, I almost fell. Wait, what is here? This structure is really cool. Like a floating spaceship type of structure. Normally, our elevator takes us directly into a conversation with one of the Pandora or the Sphinx. Okay, Pandora?
The philosopher Straton of Stagira had little respect for the gods, and instead placed his faith in Prometheus. Driven by hubris, he asked questions that must not be asked, and revealed secrets that should have remained hidden. It is said that for these offenses, he was put to death by the people of his city. Can you see the folly of his actions?
It has never fallen to pursue the truth even if there is a cost. The folly was not his, it was the people who acted foolishly. There is no folly in pursuing the truth, it was only his methods that were mistaken. It was foolish of him to give his own life in the pursuit of truth. He should have respected the traditions and beliefs of his people. He asked questions that must not be asked and revealed secrets that should have remained hidden. It is said that for these offenses he was put to death by the people of the city. It was the people who acted foolish.
Yet he was the one who broke their laws. Why do you judge them and not him?
Because he did not take a life, because unjust laws should be broken, because the truth is the only thing the future can be built upon. Because he did not take a life?
You are correct. Life is sacred above all things, even above the truth. Consider this as you approach the flame.
Oh, by the way, chat. I finished watching Attack on Titan anime last night with my wife. For those of you who might not know,
Well, that was surprisingly calm.
the anime series is finished now.
Pandora has been elsewhere.
Yeah, that was
I
very
didn't think she'd even want to talk to you.
I've toyed with the idea that the entities might be epiphenomenal in some way. Instead of causing the changes in the system, maybe they just respond to them.
Okay, so we're done with this section, right? Gotten everything in this section? Alright, so let's go to... Where's the bridge? It was so good, hey Zi-Fi. Yeah, Attack on Titan finale was, it was pretty good. I I think the music was probably my favorite part, to be honest. Did we watch Devil's Plan yet? No, that'll be the next show that we watch. At least that's the plan. Okay, let's go to South 3. We'll come back to South 1's star puzzles maybe afterwards.
I remember when I was quite young, I was having trouble figuring out what I wanted to do. I wanted to see the outside world, but even back then, that wasn't really encouraged. I ran into Byron on Jameson Avenue, completely by accident, and I was too nervous to talk to him.
Loading.
I mean, he was one of the first companions. But he noticed me, and we started talking.
Notice me, senpai.
He was really encouraging. Introduced me to Garrus, and took me along on an expedition to the quarries in the mountains. Whatever flaws he may have, Byron cares about people. He changed my life.
Oh.
Yep. That's Byron in a nutshell.
Ooh, a sandy place. Nice tower. Be prepared for the intro song to Devil's Plan. It can be a little too intense, at least in your
here
opinion.
it
Okay,
looks like there
thanks
should
for the
be an
warning.
anti-gravity elevator, but it's locked down. I'll need you to connect to the data stream again.
Okay.
I'm really sorry, 1K. I know it's a risk, but I think it'll be worth it.
Alright, so we need to go, what, do the lab for Melville again? Lashby says, okay, so I have a question. If the goal is to have 1,000 people and people have died, aren't they short? Huh. I guess technically, yeah, Lashby, that would be true. They would be short. Because I don't think, like, those numbers got replaced.
Have you seen Miranda's design for a transport system that would connect all the labs to the machine?
It's amazing, isn't it?
Connect all the labs.
I think she's really excited about showing this place to people one day. She also kept asking me about what kind of monuments we could build, you know? To really transform the landscape, show the possibilities.
But her capsules only fit one person.
It's just the first iteration. Give her some time. She'll figure it out. Remember how many mistakes we
This
made in the
transport
beginning,
system?
even with all the blueprints we had?
But that's not my point. It just worries me that she lacks context. Her imagination is incredible, but it's still limited by what she hasn't experienced.
Would it have been better if she'd been raised in New Jerusalem? If her mind was limited by self-hate and decay? If all she could imagine was sitting around ignoring the universe in favor of self-righteous solipsism?
No, but
Wow.
I don't know.
Athena really didn't like
Sorry. You're not wrong.
New Jerusalem's,
We can't stay hidden forever.
like, politics or outlook on the universe. I mean, she was the founder. You'd think that she would have more influence. If she didn't like it, she could change, like, the politics or the culture of New Jerusalem. Sci-Fi says, when I watched Attack on Titan, I was a bit surprised by its turn of events, but afterwards I think it started to make more sense to me. Yeah, I really wonder, like, what the experience will be now that we've finished watching Attack on Titan series and know everything, at the end, you know, the entire story wrapped up in all the explanations and stuff, how it would feel to go and rewatch the entire series. Because I'm pretty sure the author had basically planned out the whole the general plot line from the very beginning, right? Because a lot of these stories that involve potentially time travel or just not necessarily even time travel, but just like being able to see the future and stuff like that, like they usually have to be planned out very, very meticulously ahead of time so that there are no plot holes. This world and the next I did quite drunk. Don't really remember much, but I guess they're pretty easy. Okay. What's the, let's see what the mechanic is. Oh, this puzzle's like all the way in here. Centrifuge. Okay. Rotate platform counterclockwise. Rotate platform clockwise. So we can like get access to certain places. RGB converter and a red laser. So like maybe I could put this like here and then rotate clockwise. What's my favorite anime? Honestly, probably Attack on Titan or Steins Gate. That's the entrance. Yeah, Attack on Titan or Steins Gate would be like my top animes. An inverter? Everything makes so much sense now, even I think back on previous event that happened in the series. Yeah, yeah. Violet Evergarden? Nice. I haven't watched it. I don't know really much about it. This makes only 90-degree angles. So I don't know if we actually want to connect it to that, or maybe it's not even possible to connect it to that. Really wish they'd done more multiple body puzzles. Connector. Okay, so here's the objective. We need a blue and a green. I mean, that gets you red. Oh, but I can move this here then. So I can move this here to get blue, and send the blue to this and this. This gets red. Huh. I guess we could bring this... Like, we can bring these into the room with us. We can bring the connectors and stuff into the room with us. So, I mean, we have all the information now. We have these three tools, the connector, the inverter, and the RGB, and we just need to situate them. I think we just need to bring the... I think we need to bring all three to that side. Because we can only connect 2 of these 3 quadrants at the time, right? These fences will block any lasers. So we have to either do all our work with this one or all our work with that one. This is a red laser, this is a blue laser. Otherwise they're the same. I think the red laser will make it easier because what we can do is we can have... Oh, will it? Yeah, I think the red laser will make it easier because we'll have this, and then this also connects to that and connects to that, and then we also connect to that. Boom. So we get the red to the connector, inverted into blue. We need the inverter here to be shooting out blue. That's why we need to start with red. If we had gone on this side, it would have been weird because we would have had red and green being able to see the exits rather than blue and green. Right? Right. Yes. Yes. So that's the mechanic of this place? This section, the mechanic is like these rotating doors? Is it? Choose this way. What's behind? There's nothing this way? There's a question mark this way. Palm reader, okay. Error 35358 still there. The riches from selected archive documents. Getting rich was the worst thing that ever happened to me. I see that now at the end when the insight is useless. Not being poor was great. No longer having to worry all the time. Being able to afford the best doctors. Being able to go on holidays. Being able to take care of my mother. But being rich, it just isolated me. It changed every interaction with every other person because suddenly I had the ability to change their life, to fix all their problems, and they knew it. And I knew it. A simple choice on my part could take away so much of their pain. Every interaction became infected by this inequality between us, and it made me bitter. Made me feel every relationship, even with family, was transactional. I was desperately looking for some genuinely human experience, but I seemed excluded from that now, and it made me resent everyone. What I didn't see, what I only see now as I'm dying, is that I could have used that money for good. All of it. I don't mean giving it to some NGO run by other rich people. I mean really using it. I loved movies. How many indie movies could I have financed? How many books could I have gotten published? And how much could I have just built? Not another villa for myself, but things that would benefit civilization in general. Hell, I could have just given it away, made all those lives better, taken away that pain. And if at the end of the day I was only left with enough money to be upper middle class, so what? At least I would have been the person I wanted to be. Athena says, resource wealth as such has no value. It only matters in terms of ability to act. And what made the ancient human so unable to act? It can't have been a personal failing, as most people of similar wealth acted the same way. Cornelius, perhaps the answer lies in scarcity on a system built on it, naturally optimizing towards resource accumulation, historical circumstances, not individual sin. Miranda, but I have read about rich ancients who did act differently. They were rare, but they did exist, so it is possible for people to defy the will of history. Cool. I mean, yeah, definitely. Like, you hear these stories about like lottery winners, they like almost never turn out well. They're almost always bankrupt or like dead several years down the line. I mean, there are exceptions, but usually, yeah, usually it's about like family and friends basically asking for stuff, for money nonstop. From Trinculo to Athena, it's all a joke, isn't it? A giant prank perpetrated on all of us. The goal, the founder, the simulation, I don't even think you exist. I don't think biological humans ever existed either. What nonsense. I bet these messages just go to the mayor's inbox or straight to the recycling bin. You all suck, LMAO. Hypatia's Journal. The founding of New Jerusalem, day 676. After the chaos of the last months, quiet has returned to the city. I suppose we're calling it a city now. Although this small collection of dwellings inhabited by a mere 25 people seems to barely deserve that designation. It took them almost 2 years to get to 25. We'll have to come up with an actual name soon. I suspect after the first 1 or 2 decades, calling it the city is going to get a bit stale. Everyone has an opinion, of course. It's the talk of the town these days. I'm personally hoping that New Alexandria will win out in the vote next week. Although I suspect Elohim's legacy carries the most weight. Byron came up with some silly suggestions like Constantinople, Very New York, and Robot Paris. Okay. Hold on one sec. This file is called 5358.
This one seems to be corrupted. It's almost like something tried to delete it as you were downloading it.
Oh my.
Pandora, maybe.
Pandora, yeah.
I don't like sand. It's coarse and rough and irritating, and it gets in my ball bearings.
Yes! The Star Wars prequel reference. I don't like sand. It's coarse and rough and irritating, and it gets in my balls. Excellent. Yeah, Anakin, is that you? Talos 1 had way more Easter eggs and references. They're taking it relatively easy with this one. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's been so long since I played Talos 1 that I don't remember too much anymore of like what references and stuff they did. Give me 1 sec, chat. I need to check something. Okay, back. This world is huge that this might have a lot more than can be found by just playing. Might have a lot more that can't be just found by playing. Well, I mean, you can. What do you mean? Like, there's a lot of hidden stuff that you'd have to really, you know, check out the nooks and crannies. I mean, there are some of those things, like the strat, what are they called? These like artifacts, these things. We've only found a couple of these. There's the golden. There was a golden thing too. Were they called Stratons? These are all the files that we found from palm readers, but there's also like weird stuff like this where there's like an old picture. But yeah, pretty cool. It rewards exploration for sure. Okay, second puzzle. We've got, what's the basic connector? Opens this gate. Oh, now we have the rotating room again. I think that's probably the finish. That looks like the finish to me. Can't tell for sure, but it definitely looks like it. Feels like it. We've got this red laser source here, which we need at the end here. Everything else is blue. So this would allow us to bring the connector through. Maybe we'll do this. But I would need another connector. Okay, let's put the connector here. In the text adventures might be full of Easter eggs. That's true. We didn't do all the text adventures. Okay. So we can get another connector if we can get blue here. And then red here would give us a connector. So that's probably the easiest one to get, is red. Right? Connect there and there. We get a connector. That's where we'll start. And then I think we can get this blue. With 2 connectors, we should be able to get this blue. Or like one here. And like this one here. Now we have 3 connectors. Okay. 3 connectors, we should be in good shape. 3 connectors, and then we'll go back this way to here. We'll probably want the final thing to be like this. We'll self-sustain. Oh no, never mind. Never mind about the self-sustaining. Okay, so we need to go this way first and come through like this. Pick this up and we'll disconnect, connect like this. And then I still can't. I still can't. I'm trying to find a way to self-sustain this, but maybe because I need the blue laser, right? I need the blue laser to come through. How would we do that? We would do that by. Actually, the way to do it, I've been doing it wrong the whole time. The way to do it is to have this be like here, so that. Drop the connection, and then this way we don't cross lasers. We don't cross lasers when we do this, and now we no longer need this one. That's self-sustaining, and now we've got all 3 lasers on this side while this is also open. Okay, let's rotate this way now. We should be in a good place to set up for this. I think I could actually optimize the positioning of that one. Like, what if we did this? Like that. Now we don't need this one anymore. And now we're in a position where this can see all 3 of these with just 1 connector. Okay, and then we need to get red. We need to get red over here, and I think we got it, right? Yes. Nice. Booyah.
I spotted the lab with the drone, sending you the coordinates.
Oh, nice. Korea Mullet, I think I can see this section not being super tricky in terms of its puzzles, its mechanics, because the new thing that it introduced is just the spinning platform. The spinning platform doesn't add as much trickery as like an actual puzzle mechanic or the previous puzzle mechanics, because it's just about moving things to the right quadrant. This is a lost puzzle. It's out like behind the freaking dune. Okay, the entrance is on the far side too. Damn, why do they do this to us? Why do they make us run all the way across? Convolution. Eh? What happens if I stand on this? Oh, it's an elevator, which then allows you to get the blue laser out. That being said, one of the stars here is super obscure, the intended solution that is. Oh no. get another connector. We need just blue for the solution. And here is an accumulator. Cool. And there's also this window that you can kind of see through. Okay. I'm gonna try to connect to all these blue things. Let's try to connect to that as well. I'm gonna put this on the platform. Then we're gonna take this and put that here. Raise it. It doesn't hit any of these. So maybe I need this as well. I can't see that one. Maybe we do something like this and then I stand here? Yes. Okay, now I've accumulated blue in that. Okay. Okay, so then I then need to make a new connection, connect to the accumulator again. This time, the accumulator is going to be feeding the connector rather than the connector feeding the accumulator. And now the accumulator feeding this connector is going to self-sustain that bridge open, or that door open. And we don't need this anymore, and we just use this one for the red again. And now we can get inside. And then we need to move the accumulator. We need to move the accumulator over here. Maybe even like power that so that I can get out. And then get this one to go from the accumulator to the exit. Nice. This didn't involve any rotations things. It did, this level did not involve, this lost level did not involve the new mechanic that was introduced in this world. Okay. I have a message. Social media, what do you see? What do you see? A maze with a marble in the middle? A person trapped in a maze, desperately looking for a way out. Someone greeting their friend, happy to be living in a beautiful place. Huh? This is an interesting interpretation. I agree with Aurinia. I agree with Ovis. Ancient human calling someone on a phone. What? How do they see these things? This is like the robot equivalent of those ink blots. Nothing. A guy shooting laser beams from his eyes. How do you see that? It's a frog. It's an eyeball inside a giant robot. It's a Frenchman. Wait, what? Like, huh? Okay, these are way too abstract for me. It had an elevator though? Maybe the theme is moving platforms. Oh, it could be. I agree with Aurinia. Like, it's just a maze. I appreciate your perspectives. Thank you all. I'm not sure I'm going to continue in this abstract style as I've been drawn back to more representational art, which just feels more substantial to me, but this has been an interesting diversion. I don't typically find myself able to appreciate abstract art. It's just too weird. This desert looks like it could stretch on forever. Like, where's the limit to how far you can run?
She's remarkable, isn't she? She sees so much beauty in everything.
She is, you're right. But I'm not sure she doesn't see too much beauty.
Is it wrong to be delighted by the perfection of the universe? To look at what surrounds us and experience awe instead of just fear?
No, but to call it perfection implies a kind of moral value that it doesn't have. The universe is cold, Athena. It doesn't care about us, or about life, or civilization. It fundamentally cannot care. But Miranda seems to think it's almost benevolent, purposeful.
You're right. But have you considered that maybe she sees something we can't see? A step ahead? You know, Cornelius, if we succeed, the next generation will not be like us. They might see the world in ways we never could have imagined. Maybe she's the first sign of that.
I hope so. I really do, Athena. You know that I love her, and I am perpetually amazed that this being we created that came solely from our minds is so profoundly different and unique. That does strike me as a kind of miracle. But it's also a huge responsibility, and I worry about our choices.
I'm perpetually amazed that this thing, that this being we created that came solely from our minds is so profoundly different and unique. So she's different. Miranda is different than the other robot humans, as the robot humans are all born from the simulation, right? But Miranda came solely from Athena and Cornelius's minds, not born from the simulation. She has a different perspective on things, different experiences. What's my favorite type of art? I can't even tell you what the categories of art are. But I like paintings, I guess. That's not like a style. I like things that look like what you would see in real life. You know? I don't know, like not abstract, not weird shapes, not necessarily whatever Vincent van Gogh is, but just regular art. Like drawing things as they are in the real world. Is that called representational art? Then maybe. What do you think about Miranda creating life?
Personally, I'd focus on creating things that help human beings. But her desire to spread life seems admirable to me. If most of the universe is dead, not doing anything with all that space seems like a waste.
Thanks, Melville. That's all for now. That was a short conversation. I guess representational is broader. It's like the opposite of abstract. Pictures, yeah. I like pictures. I see picture. I think it's good. What is this? Is there something out here? It's got some rock formations. There's a Pandora statue, it seems. Like, I feel like we're gonna find a switch on one of these rocks. But seriously, like, how far can you go? Is there gonna be like an invisible wall that stops you eventually? You just keep running in one direction? Oh, this one wants red. It's the first one that doesn't want green. Okay. So we've got puzzle 3 close by. Puzzle 2 is pretty far away. Let's see if puzzle 3 has red that we can maybe get. Is it called realism? These walls are high though. I don't even know. I don't think we can see the Pandora statue. dismantling. There's this elevator again. Looks like a bridge up there. Alright, so we probably need to go up. Let's put that onto the button. We go up. It's a teleporter! Okay. And this probably moves things. It moves and it goes back. It moves and, oh, and it also activates this blue thing. Okay. Does it like does the blue go away? Does the blue gate go away once it does? Do I teleport there? Oh no! Yeah, because once I teleport off the button, off the platform, the blue gate will come back on. Okay, so we put the teleporter here, so we can then teleport up with the box. Now we have all the items up here, and we don't need that elevator anymore. And then now, I guess we... So we put the box on this? And then teleport to this? Pick this up? We have the teleporter over here with us now. And we've got another box? That's the end? Huh. So now we need to get this box onto that switch, which will move this platform that way. And once we move the... Okay. So, like, what if we just put the teleporter... What if we just put the teleporter, like, on the edge of this platform? And then when it moves that way, we can just teleport up to it. Oh no. Oh no, what have I done? I don't think I can get this box up there anymore. Oh no. Okay, wait. Okay, at least we can teleport up here. How do I get that box off the platform? What do I need to do? I need to get this box over there on that button while the teleporter is here. Maybe that's not possible. Maybe that's not possible. Maybe I just need to physically be here when the box lands on that thing. That's tough too. Both are pretty tough. Like... Okay, I mean, this is doable. All I need to do is what I've already done. Let's drop that down. Take this down. This is totally doable. All I need to do is what I've already done, except with the second box not over there, but over here. Right? Right. Teleport's so strong. Teleport up here. And we don't put this box on the button yet. Not yet. We'll put it on the button after we get the teleporter back onto that platform. goes there. That goes there. Oh, fudge. Okay, there's a problem. If the teleporter's over there on that platform, how do I get back onto this platform? You just like colors? Nice, Lashby. Huh. Yeah, I mean, if the teleporter's over there, how do I get back onto this platform? This is... Honestly, I am making this too complicated, I think. I think this needs to be down there. That box needs to be down there. I just teleport here. I don't need 2 boxes at the top. I only need 1 box at the top. Because I don't need the first... I don't need the first lateral thing. I can just use that box to get me up, and then I can take this box and put it on here. And we're good, right? And now we just teleport onto here, and we're in. Okay. Yeah, I overthunk this a little bit. I kept thinking that we needed to get both boxes up top and still be able to access the teleporter, but we don't. Just need to have 1 box up top for 2 different purposes. Okay, there was no laser in that level. And even if there was a laser, we wouldn't be able to see the Pandora. So that's not it. Why? So we'll have to keep in mind maybe like one of these levels where we can see that Pandora red, where we might get the red laser from. That was level 3, right? That we just did. Oh my god, I thought this was a red laser for a second. Melville debating. Four is that way. There's a question mark this way. Might be another lost level. Who are y'all's favorite classic artist? Like the old masters? I don't know if I would even have one. I'm not like super into classical art. Like, what is an example? Do we go to Gwent? Are there already balance results? Not yet. Like, I think at the earliest it'll be in an hour. But it probably will be like about 2 hours from now, is my guess. Okay, this is the second lost level. But if you guys see results, let me know, and then we can go and talk about it. Rembrandt, okay. Red laser source. This moves this over there or over here, or gravity gate or gravity wall, gravity surface. We can come in here without an item. Get up, grab this connector. I guess we can connect it to this, and then I don't know, like put it back up here. Does that connect? Nope, it doesn't. So yeah, I don't know. I'll put this here for now. What's this way? Another connector and a red. Okay, we should be able to grab that. Easy. Okay. Renoir, you like Renoir? Nice. Grab shifter. Yoink. Grab shifter, and we need a red here to get to the solution. Okay. So looks like. And remember, we can suck something up to the ceiling, or send it over there. So it. How do we imagine a solution here? How do we imagine a solution here? So we could, I guess we could do this, and then maybe bring this out with us? Yes, okay, so we just snuck one out of that room. Does that help or hurt us, though? That might hurt us. We have 2 connectors. And our 2 connectors have to be able to connect the source in that corner with this so that I can get through the fence, and also with this. I want a grab shift plus teleporter plus multiple body puzzle, at least one. Okay, well maybe DLC. Maybe DLC would be the place for something like that. Maybe gold puzzles, yeah. You're about to start doing gold puzzles, yo, good luck. I hope they are everything you hope for. And more. So like we probably need a connector on this wall here up top to see that, and it should see the laser as well. Let me see, if I put myself in the laser's position, do I have line of sight? Yeah, easily. So one connector up there would allow the final gate to be open. And then the second connector we could put like maybe here, and then to get that, I don't know if that would, it might get blocked by this wall. Or we could put the second connector could go here, here, and here. Okay, that could work. That could work. Okay, how do I get the connector to... I guess we can do that afterwards. We just need to send a connector over there. We'll just do this. Pick this up. Put this there. Craft shift that. Craft shift this. We got it? Yes, nice. Okay. And then this, just move it back here so we open the gate. Now we climb up here to pick this up and connect it with that. Boom. Alright, this was actually not too bad. This was a lost puzzle? Yeah. It was slightly more difficult.
Well done.
Hey, thanks, Melville. Whee! Okay. This has red lasers, by the way. But I don't think we can... Can we see that? I mean, maybe. Hold on. Before we leave. Oh, it's like almost in its own little like basement thing, though. Because I mean, you have red lasers up here, but these walls are so high. Yeah, the lasers are not getting out, right? Unless they would have a connector to connect to, like, in this area, like here. The laser's not getting out. Okay. Sphinx puzzle? Oh boy. Hello. All right, we've got a few X's. There's like this circular gear. There's an X there, an X there, an X in the center. I don't know what these represent, like this P. The circular thing. What is the circle supposed to represent? I thought maybe the circle was supposed to represent something in the tower. Maybe this is a circle. Ah, yes. Yes. Right? This is a circle. Those symbols must represent buildings. Oh, wow. There are like puzzles all the way down there, too. So the circle is this. This is the circle. This whole pit area is the circle. And there's one switch within the circle near the center building. And then outside of the circle, okay, you see this is something asymmetrical. We'll find out what that represents. That might be the rail system, the transportation system that sent us here. Which would be over there? That direction? Hey, Alcatraz. Okay, so that direction is... I mean, what? That direction is like... northwest. So if this is northwest, up on this thing is northwest, then this is north. And there's one in the southwest there's one in the west, and there's one in the southwest. Outside the circle. Okay. So there should be one that way, I believe. We're looking for this shape of a building in the west quadrant. We'll do puzzle number 4 first, and then, I mean, when we get to that area, we can keep an eye out. And we have also the research saved here, so we can refer back to it. Okay. Control! Hey, Gulo's favorite game. This red gives us a driller. We get 2. We got another connector. This thing, it looks like it's gonna turn. Oh. This red receiver is gonna turn this thing, and the drillable wall is right here. Oh, this looks cool. This level looks really cool. We need blue. At the end, we need blue. Alright, what does this do? Let's just see what it does. It opens that door? It opens that door, but then once the laser gets interrupted, temporarily opens that door. So we could then, it would allow us to smuggle this over to that side. Do we want that? Let's position this like here. Maybe get a little bit more time on how long the gate's open for. Let's see what happens if I do this. Oh, nice. Okay, cool. We got it. So it stops rotating. This, if this is powered, it just rotates 90 degrees and then it stops. One sec. Alright, where were we? I need to also connect that, right? Okay. That's good. Now we don't need this anymore, I believe. Now the drillable wall's in this position, which is great. I think that's a good thing. If the drillable wall's in this position, we can get the blue laser over there. Where's the blue source? There's the blue source. I don't want that anymore. I don't want that to get in the way of this blue laser going this way. And then finally, okay, maybe we can use the drill for multiple purposes. Can we do this? Yes. We need the drill here to open this gate and also drill at the same time. Then we no longer need you. Self-sustaining. Blue, blue, blue. Boom. Easy. That was a cool one. That was a really cool puzzle. Not that simple. Involving multiple parts. I really like this one. The drill and the rotating platform and the concept of the self-sustaining power from this and that. Setting it up. That was a good puzzle. Okay. Is there anything in this direction? There's a road that leads this way. Oh, the lab's in this direction. And a palm reader, perhaps? What is happening here?
There are entirely too many strange things going
Whoa.
on around here.
What? Huh? Some sort of gravitational phenomenon near the entrance of this lab. Okay, so this lab is kind of in ruins. What happened here? Error 2629. Author John Martin. And it came to pass in the 11th year, in the first day of the month, that the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, because that Tyrus hath said against Jerusalem. Aha, she is broken, that was the gates of the people. She is turned unto me, I shall be replenished. Now she is laid to waste. Okay, I can't understand this. Therefore, thus said the Lord God, Behold, I am against you, old Tyrus, and will cause many nations to come up against you, and the sea cause his waves to come up. And they shall destroy the walls of Tyrus, and break down her towers, and I will also scrape her dust from her, and make her like the top of a rock. It shall be a place for the spreading of nets in the midst of the sea. For I have spoken it, said the Lord God, and it shall become a spoil to the nations. And her daughters, which are in the field, shall be slain by the sword, and they shall know that I am the Lord. Rude. Error. Faith. Perhaps faith is neither choice nor submission. Perhaps faith is a demand. For our pain to have meaning, for the stories of the world to rhyme, for a world designed by a loving hand. Perhaps I will believe with defiance in the forgiveness of all sins, in the kingdom of God on earth, and even the resurrection of the dead. I will believe with clenched fists and gritted teeth and prayers that refuse to be gentle. Progress notes. Catastrophic failure. Unauthorized trial at secondary site. Trial 5358. Oh. Oh. Trial 5358. Unauthorized trial at secondary site. Catastrophic failure. She's gone. Miranda's gone? Miranda died? Perhaps, in this catastrophic failure during trial 5358. No, I'm a network schematic. Could it be?
It's over. We failed. Everything we thought we were doing.
She's talking to Cornelius.
It's all ashes now.
I don't think you really believe that.
She's
Miranda's
gone,
not here.
Cornelius. She's gone because I failed her. She's gone because the machine that I built killed her. She was perfect. And now, she's nothing.
I know you don't want to hear this. I know you want her to be perfect, to be blameless. But you didn't kill her, Athena. She killed herself. She killed herself because she was reckless, because she was naive, and frankly, because she was a little arrogant too.
She was reckless because I filled her head with dreams. Dreams of the future, of a better world. A world that nobody wants.
No, it's not the dreams that killed her. It's that we brought her here. It's that we tried to build all this outside the city. We raised her without people, without society.
Why did they
The
do that?
wilderness is for prophets, Athena, not for children. We should have stayed, fought for our ideas.
It's too late now. It's too late.
Apologize. It's too late. Rip Miranda. Are they gonna say anything? Oh, it's Yakut.
They lost their daughter.
Yeah.
Right here in this ruin. Cornelius and Athena lost their daughter. Miranda's dead. So even the founder doesn't have perfect control over this technology.
Nope.
Even the founder makes mistakes.
Yep.
Byron was right in a way. We turned the founder into something she never was. She was never perfect.
She was human.
She was never infallible. No one is.
They should have
Listen,
said she's human.
I understand why you and Byron
Missed
see
opportunity.
so much hope in this technology. You want us to be better, to grow. But what if it all goes wrong? If even the founder couldn't get it right, what hope do we have?
Nothing's forcing us to repeat the mistakes of the past. Mistakes will happen, but bad things happen no matter what we do. The risk of the megastructure concerned me. That's why we need to know more. You're right, this technology could destroy us or the whole planet. I don't like this answer. I don't really like this answer either. I think the only answer that I don't dislike is the risks of the megastructure concern me. That's why we need to know more.
I'm glad you see the risks too. And I agree, we can't just run away from this.
Good.
But once we get Byron out, we should think about finding a way of turning the whole thing off.
Maybe.
Let this place be a tomb for Miranda, and not the rest of us too.
Pretty reasonable, Yakut. Alright. So...
Thanks for your help, Wonkai. The elevator should be working now. And Yakut, I'm sorry about Miranda. I know you're looking forward to meeting her.
So this is our transportation line, and it's pointing southeast. So which means this is northwest. Right? This is northwest. And so the west structure is... The west structure is that one. This is the west structure. And it should be right there, on the west side of the west structure. What is this structure anyways? Not a question mark. But yeah, Mikros, if you're still around... Oh, it's the Golden Gate. It's the Golden Puzzle is here. If you're still around, the symbols on here, like this structure, this shape is representing the structure that we're next to right now. And we're trying to look at the west side where this X is located to see if there's a switch there for the Sphinx puzzle. So if I'm correct, there should be a switch right over here somewhere. That's west. There are these four spires. Hey, hold on, one sec. Alright, sorry about that again. We need bird's eye view to confirm the shapes. I think the shapes are... like, they seem to make sense, right? This is like a square slash diamond shape. It looks like that. It does look like that. West. This is west. This is like a corner of the square. And there's an X that leads out a little bit from it. Oh. Oh. Wait, what? Wait. So it like goes out this way, and then there's like an X right here somewhere. It almost looks like there's an X drawn on the ground. But we don't have like a shovel to dig or something. Like if there was a switch, it would be right here somewhere. The switch would have to be like right here. Whoa. Oh my god, that's freaky. It looks, I don't know if it's the quality of my graphics or something, but it looks freaky. It looks like the walls are moving. Minecraft crossover, yeah. Okay, well, I think we would have to go and check another location of the X, because I'm not really sure if I'm missing something here, or... Because I don't... Normally these Sphinx puzzles are all about flipping switches at certain locations on the maps. And I think I'm in the right location. But we can check this structure too. On the south side... No, this is the south... This is northwest. If this is northwest... Wait, maybe I don't have this right. This is northwest, which means this is west. And we should be looking at the southwest pillar. Maybe I don't have the right location? This is north. This is north. So it should be this location. It should be where I am right now. Right? Because I'm looking at the center. Looking at the center, I'm looking southeast. Wait, no, I'm of course looking southeast, but like looking towards the, this is northwest, this is north. That means this direction. If I look at from this corner, if I look from this corner towards the center of this golden puzzle area, I should be looking northeast. Yeah, like, kind of? Yeah. Right? So I'm in the right position. I'm in the right position. Is there a switch on this rock? No? Should be in the right spot. Okay, let's try the other structure. The other structure should be on the southwest from the center. Southwest from the center. southwest from the tower. So to get to southwest of the tower, it's probably that structure there? It looks like, I don't know what this looks like, but I think it might be that one over there. If I look at the structure right now, we're looking east. So we should be looking northeast. Yeah, it should be that structure. That one's kind of shaped like that shape. Yeah, that's alright. Puzzle number 2, this building. So from here, if we look this way, we are looking northeast, which is consistent. This direction is northeast. To the right of this map, that's northeast. And we need to be on this side of the building. This side of the building on the outside. Looking for a switch of some sort. Oh, I think I saw something. Yeah, there's a switch. Okay. So where the hell's the other one hiding then? Okay, let's go back. Let's go back and check it since we're close. I got one of the 3 switches for the Sphinx. It could be in the wall. Like, yeah. It could be in the wall, like, crevice thing. Like that one was. Hold on. Just double checking. From the tower to this is northwest. Maybe I'm not at the right structure. Maybe this structure is actually this. It could be possible that this structure is actually this? And then that would correspond to something on the wall here. There it is. So I was looking in the wrong place. Like that looks like that kind of looks like this shape. But this is also like a square with things sticking out. Nice, I found it. Okay. Alright, how do we get down to this area other than just jumping? So we've got one more Sphinx switch to find towards the center. Okay, where's the where are the directions? 5 is this way. Okay. This is the bridge. Bridge is right here. Oh, and there's an elevator that takes us down. Ooh. Okay. 5, 6, 7, and 8 are down here. Cool. This is on the south side of the center building. South side of the center building. Here's the center building. Okay, there we go. So we got the Sphinx. So then the obscure puzzle, the obscure star puzzle in this area must be... It must be the laser? The Pandora one? Okay. Sphinx is like right here. It's not too far away. Let's just go grab it. We need to get a red laser. to that Pandora statue. Red laser to the Pandora statue. Pandora statue's over there.
When the heavens are silent, what is a prophet and what is a tyrant?
Oh! Someone's doing a metric ton of surveys? Dude, amazing! Thank you, Chad, whoever's doing it. We're at, 941, so we've gotten another, like, 90 surveys so far. Let's go! Let's freaking go. Thank you, guys. Okay. Micros, yeah, we jumped to our deaths, apparently. Not very smart. What is this? Does this do anything? Is this an elevator? No. Just for decoration. Alright, level 5. Bridging the gap. Got some elevation. There's the final thing. Okay, so all we need is another item up here. There's that. Can we just like put this here? Okay, that works. And that brings this platform over. And like we could pick this up. Leave it there. I wonder if we're supposed to take it with us. Okay, we were supposed to take it with us. That's fine. Oh, water looks not so appealing. Okay, we climb back out. There's a laser. That's the laser source. Okay, there's nothing else down here. This one barely felt like a puzzle. I wonder what they were trying to do. So we do this. Maybe they're just trying to No! Go back. Maybe they're just trying to introduce the concept of you being able to like pick something up while on a moving platform. Connect to this. Yeah, what the hell? Isn't this just like completely isn't this completely trivial? Oh wait. Okay, maybe not. But like, what we would need to do is connect it to that, put it down here, and then like connect this to that, and go here, bridging the gap, and we use like these two connectors to. Oh no. Fudge. Oh god. I've jinxed it. Said it was too easy, and now I'm stuck. Oh, okay. I could make it. I could make it if I time it right. Okay, first off, if I make it back onto the platform, what's the plan? I need to widen the gap between the two connectors, I think. No, I didn't jump. No, I fell off. Okay, I'm struggling with these real-time mechanics. Okay, we made it. So we want to put that as far over there as possible, and we also want to put this one as far over here as possible. Nice. That way that one doesn't get interrupted until this one reconnects to here, and then we put that there and get off the platform because it's gonna go back, and put this here, and boom. This was a different style, right? A little bit more of real-time element incorporated into it. I think it's fine. Social media. We're all gonna die! Fred766. Look what happened to Miranda, the founder's own daughter. The megastructure is gonna kill us all! Get a grip. This is absurd and also disrespectful to Miranda and her parents. Who cares? She's dead! Dude, this Fred guy is only typing in all caps. He's typing in all caps. It's like Full Test Friday rant on Reddit, on Gwent Reddit. Who cares? She's dead. They're probably dead too. We're all dead if that thing blows up. It could collapse the whole world into a singularity. You really should calm down, Fred. There's a legitimate point buried in what you're saying, but your panicking isn't going to help anyone. It is quite frightening, though. The images we saw of the lab, it's like the laws of physics themselves have been damaged. None of you understand! We have to listen to Pandora or we will burn! Fred, why don't you come by my shop for a chat? I have something that could help with all your all caps. Thank you, Helga. Closing this thread now. Alright, Fred. Take it easy. Take a chill pill. Extinction. From selected archive documents. The dodo, extinct because of Homo sapiens. Stellar's sea cow, extinct because of Homo sapiens. All of these are extinct because of Homo sapiens. Labrador duck, Rocky Mountain locust, the thylacine, deepwater cisco, golden toad, northern white rhino, splendid poison frog, the Amur leopard. Literally every last orangutan and Homo sapiens. What do you think will happen to them? It's time for this madness to end. A shameful list, says Cornelius, and yet we're the only species that would ever make such a list and feel bad about it. Because extinction is normal in nature, a common side effect of evolution? Exactly. What I want you to think about is this. Is natural extinction less tragic? Should we be less opposed to it? Where is the difference, if there is one at all? Watching you jump off the cliff multiple times makes it hard to believe you have been quite great in platforming games. Damn it, Lashby. I'm not usually this bad, okay? Alright? I mean, I feel like it's different in different games on when you can jump. What's the last second that you can jump before you actually just fall off the platform? And they actually... I watched something by the devs of Celeste. You know, the platforming game, the pixel platforming game Celeste. Really, really good game, by the way. They actually purposely put in, like, a 0.2 second buffer, or some number. I'm making that number up, but like they purposely put in a 0.2 second buffer for after you technically fall off a platform and still allows you to jump, because they found that it was very frustrating for players who are just trying to jump off a platform, but they're doing it like just a millisecond too late and they've already technically fallen off the platform. They give you a little bit more leeway for timing your jump so that you can jump even if you're just falling off a platform. You should check out a new game called Bzzzt. Oh, okay. I will. Thanks for the recommendation. What is Bzzzt game? Jump Dash Run retro game with like a little robot kind of thing. Looks almost like Sonic the Hedgehog. Is that the one? Trevor 9. It is. Okay,
Man,
thanks. I'll look at it.
This sucks. It's one thing hearing about the symptoms. It is another totally to experience them.
Uh-oh.
I
The
feel
plague
like
got him?
An insect trapped in resin, slowly congealing.
Oh.
I can keep working for a while though. There's still a bunch of critical tasks. I don't know what I'll do when I'm done. A lot of people have gone home, but Alexandra's still here. I don't think she's left even once, not even when her best friend died.
Jeez.
We chatted a bit yesterday. She likes peanut ice cream.
Yeah.
Not pistachio. Peanut. Well, at least we can agree that strawberry is an abomination.
Really? I mean, I like vanilla. more than any other flavors, but I don't think strawberry is that bad. Celeste thinking of players' mental health? Yeah. Players playing Celeste already have no mental health. Okay, so this platform moves. This pressure plate moves this forward so that we can actually get access to the red. What if I put this here? It pushes it, okay. So what if I did this and then stood here? Powered that, which then does what? That also keeps this pushed. Interesting. And then I can climb over? This is a two-way climb? Two-way ladder? I need a blue laser. A blue laser to open this gate. What is this way? What's behind this way is what I'm wondering. Okay, let's take this with me. We use this and this now to open this. I don't know if there's actually anything behind there. It's possible that there's not. And I want blue, right? Pretty sure I want blue on this. Uh-oh. Oh wait, no, I have an idea. This will work. No, it's fine. We just have to connect that. We'll climb over and then stand on the box on the pressure platform. No! This thing is blocking. That's fine though. We can just move that, put that here. Climb out, stand on this. The accumulator now self-sustains this in position. Are we good with the accumulator with blue? Yeah, we're good, right? We'll just grab it, run, and then that's it. Okay, nice. This one's neat and fun? Yeah, I thought this one was cool. It's short as well, but I thought it was pretty cool. The whole idea of like pushing this out, self-sustaining it, then like jumping in and deactivating and then taking it back, taking you over to the other side.
The more we explore this island, the more convinced I become that he was wrong. And the megastructure is a threat to all of us. But without people like him, I'm not sure New Jerusalem is worth saving.
Rare blessing. I really think, though, I do think that the world could do better with the concept of being okay with disagreeing with someone and still understanding their perspective and the nuance, and being able to be friends with someone that you don't agree on everything with. And just because you have different views doesn't make them the devil and you, I don't know, an angel or another devil. But you know, it's not. What I'm trying to say is the world and the issues are not so black and white. And these days it feels like culture and civilization is going more and more extreme. And it's either us or them mentality type of thing. Which sucks. Seriously, who wrote the survey taking script? No, that's not. No, I don't. 970? That's not that. Like, do you think someone's doing that? I don't think so, Gulo. It's only been like 15 since the last time we looked. I don't think that's very suspicious. But thank you. Thank you, whoever's been doing the surveys. Huge help. We're almost at 1,000! I didn't think we'd get to 1,000 today, but we're almost there. Hell yeah. Someone has dedication. Yeah. I mean, if we get to 2,500 by Friday, that would be cool. That would be beyond my expectations, but it'd be crazy if we did. Then maybe we could be talking about scripts and stuff. Okay, so there are no tools down there. We've got these elevators moving back and forth on their own. Why are they doing this? Just part of the game, part of the level's automatic mechanics. This turns on a fan, which gets us to the next level. Okay, let's see what's up here. There's a driller. Where do we even see drillable walls? Someone wrote a script and Shinri dissed his effort by calling it slow. No, I didn't. That's not what I meant, dude. I just think that it's not that obvious. I think it's a compliment that if they did write a script, it's not that obvious. Oh god, no, no, ah! But I mean, I think the survey website 100x also has some like script detection or some like, you know, some anti-bot detection, because I've done a few of those. Oh my god, okay, I'm fine. No, wait, what? Okay, I'm fine. I've done a few of the surveys. I've done quite a few surveys myself, and occasionally, maybe like 1 in every 10 or 1 in every 20 surveys, they'll have like this questions like, choose the option that starts with the letter C, or choose the option that says this word, or something like that, and it will make sure that you're paying attention, or you're like a real person. Prove you're a human, yeah, type of thing. Not exactly a CAPTCHA, but something like that, as one of the survey questions. Creepy at Red Owl. I mean, yes, that's the plan, but at the same time, I don't know. I don't know when the results are going to come out. Is the problem. But if the results come out and we have time, we can go back and talk about it. But I have to leave in about an hour and a half at the latest. Maybe even a little bit earlier than that. Okay, so this just allows me to put something there. Kindly select green. Yeah. What does this do? This keeps this blue open. And it's also needed to open this, but it needs to be combined with a blue laser. Okay. So I need to like select that, select this, like put this maybe like where? Here? But so that red laser source is completely sealed. It's sealed off. This red laser source pointing up also makes me think that maybe we need to get that for the Pandora solution. Are the results in 3 minutes or an hour and 3 minutes? Well, the voting ends in 3 minutes, but I was told that the results will not be immediately taking effect. That it will take some time to like patch it, or you know, for the thing to I was told it maybe would take around an hour. Okay, so, I guess, since we have 3 tools, right? We have 3 tools. I think what we want to do is... How do I do this? That. I think what we want to do is we want to have the driller drill from this spot, and then the connector to connect to that, and the connector to connect to that one. Was Call of Harmony always 16 provisions? It was not one of the leaders buffed in the first Balance Council, if that's your question. It was not one of the leaders buffed in the first Balance Council. In the first Balance Council, I think the only 2 leaders that were buffed were Jackpot and Uprising. Crap. I need to bring the inverter back, too. Or the driller back. I say it's 16 now, not sure if it was 16 yesterday. Oh, I see. I think it was already 16. You made a last minute change to your roads and voted for Kraken to be reduced to 5 power. I don't think that's actually a real buff. Yeah, I'm not sure if that's actually a real buff. Balance Council's results are in already? Where do you see them? Oh, there is a little gap in the thing. There's a little gap there. It's not connected though. Why is it not working? No! See, there's a gap there. Oh, it's too far over to the side. I need it to be... Huh. It says it's in progress. It doesn't let you enter the game right now. Okay, I see. I, like, need it to be on this moving platform, but elevated on this moving platform. It's really weird. Huh. Right? Like, where could you actually go to see, to maintain a line of sight? Like, if you were... No, there's a fence. I can't tell. Is there a fence? Oh my god. There's no fence here. There's no fence here. But if there's no fence here, where can you get the connection from? Like, here, I guess you could get the connection temporarily here. Maybe even here? Nope, not quite. I need to be able to, like, see that. But on this platform, it's not. It's not getting anything from on this platform. That's not gonna work. But maybe, like, this could work. Let me see if this ever... Yeah, see? This works. But it's very, very tough. It's very, very small amount of time. Daniel Lewis, 97. Thank you so much for the Prime sub. Welcome to the Rope Club for the first time. How you doing? Hey, appreciate it. Will this have line of sight to that? Maybe. For a very short amount of time while this gate is open. But it may be all I need. It seems like it's maybe long enough for it to to open that door. Glad you're enjoying the stream, Danny. Thanks so much for the support. Okay. Let's wait for another cycle. As this platform moves back, we're just ready to get in there. Yes! I wonder if that's the intended solution.
Your persistence, 1K.
See, it's only open. This thing's only open for like a second. It only opens for a second. We barely made it. But it's good enough. I wonder if there's another way to do this. This platform, that platform looks almost like a red herring because you can't, like, there's no real reason that it exists other than the initial puzzle tool was up there. Once you get it down, you don't need it anymore at all. Okay, follow the path this way for 8. Puzzle number 8. Puzzle number 8 is usually a hard one. Let's leave it. Preliminary. Red, blue, red, receiver, connector, and another connector, and then a rotating thing. Okay, yeah, I guess the mechanic of this world is all about like moving parts. No, as in that was not the intended solution. But there's a pretty significant gap there. It didn't feel like we cheesed it. Right? I don't feel like we cheesed it. Whoa. Looking for intended solution, it is needed. Okay. So okay, so in order to open this blue gate, I have to have a blue. In order to open this gate, I have to have a blue laser go there. That blue laser comes from there. I have 3 connectors total. What's over here? Oh, nothing. Just it allows me to come onto, like, it allows me to exit from this side, I guess. You did tell me while you were drunk, so you forgot it already. Like, I can't even get a blue laser from there to here right now, even if I wanted, because this red blocks it. And the way would be, I guess, and I can't rotate this. If I rotate it in any direction, I'm just trapped in here. None of these orientations will have an opening, a way to open this blue gate. It felt okay. Yeah, there's a puzzle in the last one where the intended solution is so much more awkward and bizarre than the logical one. I'm looking forward to see how you solve it. Okay, cool. Oak is at 10 power in the game client. Are there any, like, there's no other receivers, laser receivers in here? Oh, you can check in playglen.com. Okay, cool. I mean, if people are compiling lists of changes, that would be cool to see if we could find out all 20 changes through PlayGwent website. Once I finish this level, I'll probably go back to Gwent then, if changes are already coming through. What are we doing? Okay, so my current idea is that we rotate this either to have the red laser receiver facing this way, or facing this way. And then we open it with these connectors. So like we have like this and this and this. Like we can put one like here. That'll work. And then we can put another one. Watch opponent played Henry and got neutral legendaries. Was he playing Renfrey? Okay, so let's see if this works. We'll try this and this. Yes, okay. I mean, then it should work. Vilgeforce is back at 9. Oh. So looks like a lot of the pro player suggestions went through then. Okay, so now we have this powered like this. Oh, there's a window on this side. So now we can do that. And now that's open, and we can get this and this like here. And then we should be able to... Now the question is, when this rotates again, this is going to be here. Will we be able to... We won't be able to see it anymore. Let's rotate first. And ask questions. No, the wrong way. No. Oh god. Is Rain GN dead? It might be dead, Korea Mullet. It might be dead. If Compass gets nerfed to 10p, it's probably dead. I mean, yeah. I mean, if Compass gets nerfed to 10p, Rain GN won't have Compass anymore, and that's a really, really big loss to the deck. Nice, that works. We are in. GG. All right. That is puzzle 8 completed. Booyah. Any question marks left on the map? Wow. Nausicaa Sergeant got buffed. Huh? Nausicaa Sergeant got buffed. There's a big question mark right here. Oh, right in my face. I'm surprised about the Nausicaa Sergeant one. I don't mind it, but I'm actually kind of surprised. Thrasier. Man, I really hope that I really hope Infinity doesn't become just a seesaw, a yo-yo of like Nilfgaard haters versus Nilfgaard lovers. But honestly, all the changes that you've listed so far are fine with me. I think like Imperial Marine, Calvite, Taurus, Slave Driver, those are all, and Thirsty Name, those are all still like maybe even too many still.
There is a kind of peace here in the desert. A perfect silence. This is a dead place. More dead than almost anywhere else on Earth. If the ground could have a personality, it would be malevolent. But as I said before, all this in some sense does not exist at all. It does not hate us. It is simply the opposite of everything that life requires. When you sit in the dunes and you hear only the wind and nothing else at all, and all the complexities of civilization fade away, you truly understand that spiritual peace is a great evil, a kind of shallow banality that we must always strive against. It is spiritual excitement and enthusiasm which sustain our humanity.
Spiritual peace is a great evil?
Is a violent,
I don't know about that, Lefrath.
surrender to oblivion.
I really think Lithrasir is gonna be like the antagonist of this game, of this story. He left our city with a group of followers. He's probably... Yeah. I feel like he's gonna be a big part of the... He's gonna be like an antagonist of the story. I do feel like it. Scout 6 provisions. Nice. 13 surveys to 1,000. Let's go. Okay, let's stop here then, because it seems like we can find out about balance changes. We can discuss them a little bit. Quick 11 in a minute. Okay, damn. Well, it's not a minute because I think the counter only updates every several minutes. Okay. Let us go back to Gwent. Can we get in the game?